I'll have to think about this one for a minute or two.
You poured oil on me, you idiots!
The palace gate is standing wide open.
I guess I'll have to go inside to see what's in there.
The statue is shooting out high-energy photon pulses from its eyes. You better be careful.
That's a nice-looking bird. Any ideas on how to get past the laser beam?
I suppose you've got to either turn it off or deflect it somehow.
There's a small flame warming the throne room to an ambient 0 degrees Celsius.
It's an old rusty battle shield.
It's the scarf that Quickthought stole from the dead bandit.
It's an old rusty battle shield.
You can't believe it. All that it needed was a little cleaning and polishing. Now it's so bright you can see yourself. This is where the late great ice giant used to sit all the day long, gloating and ruling smoky icicles.
There she is, just for the taking. It's crazy how a piece of green rock could be so important. 1 down, 3 to go. That's a nice-looking bird. Am I finally going to bum a ride out of here with you, or what?
I'm at your service, but I don't intend to fly on an empty stomach. I'd say you're a bit short on ideas trying to pass off junk like that. For this gift of fruit, my heart goes out to you, and so do my wings, for you have now earned your passage to another land.
Whoa there, boy. Where are you going?
I'm picking mushrooms and berries, thank you.
Sounds like fun. What can I do for you?
Do you know anything about some stolen jewels?
You're not the first mug that's coming around here asking questions. I don't know nothing about no jewels.
Can you tell me anything else about this place?
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Great! Thanks for the tip. Do you know a good place to get some lunch?
Sorry, I never eat out. I get all my cold cuts delivered. But I do know of some places where if you're not careful, you'll be someone's lunch.
In that case, see you later, alligator. It looks like that way goes further into the swamps.
Under the bridge lies a poisoned possum.
It's a rotten, stinking, dead possum.
Under the bridge lies a poisoned possum. Not very good for the digestion.
Do I have to? It's slimy and it stinks. Well, I don't think that's a good idea.
Child, don't even think about getting by me till I'm through with you.
But I'm just...
Let's not be long on words. Listen, sugar, I got some sweet sounds to soothe your soul.
Wow, what was that? I'd like to try it again.
Child, don't even think about...
But...
Let's not...
Okay, I admit it. I screwed up again. But I'm a computer sprite, all right, so can you pretty please put me back into the game? Pretty please put me back into the game?
I'm not interested in your junk.
Why would Quickthorpe want to do that?
Would you like a soggy possum?
Well, I normally wouldn't while on duty, but that's an offer I can't refuse. And to show my appreciation, I'd like to give you this useless hearing aid in return.
Thanks a lot. I can't wait to try it out.
I thought I told you to keep away.
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea.
It's the lizard guard's hearing device.
I don't think that's a good idea.
It's the lizard guard. Upon examining the strange hearing aid, Quickthorpe discovers some smelly green plugs.
It smells like wax from the lizard guard's ear. I can't hear a thing now.
Well, I declare, child, you sure know it's good for you. Now you just sit still and your mind is going to make you feel all better.
Looks like an ordinary old drum.
You'd better wait until it dries. Quickthorpe now owns his first musical instrument. It's too bad he's got no rhythm.
That's a big friggin' spider and I'm not getting any closer to her. Okay, that's it. She does not want any new friends. Okay, that's it.
Marissa is extremely unfriendly. Quickthorpe should avoid her cruel appetite.
I better not get too close. I don't feel like talking to anyone or anything right now.
Why would Quickthorpe want to do that?
This place is covered in a purple haze. I'm not going out of my way.
Marissa is extremely unfriendly.
Let's see if she likes some music. That should keep her down in her hole. That should keep her down in her hole. Let's see if she likes some music. That should keep her down in her hole. I wonder if that's the lizard guard's friend. Or at least what's left of him. Wow, there's a small gold key attached to those bones. Looks like a small gold key. Now, I just got to figure out what this key's supposed to open. A big spider makes a big web. A big spider makes a big... I'm not touching that thing.
That's no way to use a spider's web.
At least I don't see any dead insects. This spider web is a lot smaller. I can handle that.
Quickthorpe is now the proud owner of a piece of spider web.
If I'm not careful, I'll be joining the collection. I don't see anything else of interest. Those trees are dripping with poisonous sap and moss.
Rascal is a formidable lizard guard. He is hard of hearing and also has a sweet tooth for stiff, soggy carcasses.
I thought I told you to keep away.
I could do a lot of damage with that bamboo spear.
A spear made of bamboo from the swamp.
This spear might come in handy along the way. That wouldn't be very sportsmanlike.
He'd be squished like a snail, but he's asleep, so you shouldn't do that.
He's out cold. I better act quick.
He'd be squished like a...
I should do something while he's not looking. All it takes is one swift move and those keys are mine.
That's no way to use a key.
Just like taking candy from a baby.
The wooden tower is firmly guarded. Rascal has strict orders from his boss, the snake demon, to not let anyone in or anything out. That is beyond the range of Quickthorpe's
I don't see the point in taking that. The door's locked. I don't see anything else of interest. That doesn't do anything. I wonder what's in that flask.
Upon examining the flask, Quickthorpe discovers that it is empty. The flask cannot be used this way.
Even an empty flask could come in handy. There's an axe hanging on the wall. I could do some real damage with that axe.
This is no way to use an axe.
This axe will definitely come in handy. There's a small hearth for stoking a good fire and heating grog.
You don't know the first thing about making a fire.
I don't see the point in taking that.
A cage in the far corner of the room is glowing with a warm light. An old blanket is lying on the floor. A closer look reveals nothing more of interest.
I don't feel cold right now. I kinda like this old blanket. I don't see anything else of interest. I'd rather not look in that box.
Rascal's bed is untidy and not very clean.
It looks like a book, among other things, has been stashed behind the curtain. I don't see anything special about it. It's all handwritten and there are no pictures in it.
That is no way to use a book. He won't notice this book is missing.
It's the old book I found in the wooden tower.
A closer look reveals some mature subject content, but still no pictures.
I don't think that's a good idea. Is there anybody in there? There's something alive in that cage. Is there anybody in there? I'd rather not do that. It's a small gold key. I don't think that's a good idea.
Freedom at last. It's been so long since I've been cooped up in that cage. I'm just aching all over. Dear me. My manners are simply awful. How can I ever thank you?
How about we get more comfortable?
Not so fast, big guy. I've just gotten out of my cage.
What were you doing in that cage?
I was locked up in there, you silly. I've been in that cage ever since that horrible snake demon decided that I was dangerous.
Why has he done such a bad thing?
Because he is evil. Pure evil. Like all those other horrible demons ruling over these lost lands. Oh, my dear Quickthorpe. If only you knew the danger you and your people are in.
But I do. That's why I'm on this journey to take back the jewels from those beasts who stole them from our people. And I'm going to kill those beasts if it's the last thing I do. They're to blame for the way things are.
My dear Quickthorpe, the beasts which you speak of are not the ones truly responsible for what has happened to your people. The true legend goes far back to the ancient times when the Mecubars ruled this world.
The Mecubars, who are they? And what is that supposed to mean, the true legend? I've already found the emerald after killing the ice giant of the frozen lands. Is that not proof enough?
You must be very careful with this emerald. It must not fall into the wrong hands. If my suspicions are correct, there's someone else even more dangerous than you can imagine behind all of this. I can only hope that you will not fall into the same trap as the others did.
But what others are you talking about?
I am speaking of the very same beast that you must now destroy. But there is an even greater one who will destroy your people if you're not careful.
So you're telling me things aren't looking so good for me?
There is still a chance. I want you to take this powder. It will help you and protect you. Use the powder wisely. And don't forget to mix it well. You must now go quickly to the ancient city in the highlands. There you will find Izion. He is wise and can help you. Izion will have something that is very important to you and the destiny of your people.
Iris is a magnificent creature. And although it doesn't show, she's been round the block a few times. A closer look reveals nothing more of interest.
There doesn't appear to be anything else in the cage. But there isn't anything there. I don't feel like talking to anyone or...
That is beyond the range. A long, winding mountain path leads up to the gates of the ancient city. It's a vase.
Yep, it's a vase and it's filled to the brim with water. I'm not very thirsty now.
Quick takes the vase filled with water.
That doesn't seem to do anything. I'd rather look around a bit more.
A small collection of vases has been placed by the circular platform.
That's odd. It doesn't look at all like a broom handle. It's a kind of stick or lever.
A large circular design decorates the spot with the best scenic view in all the lands. It's too bad Quickthorpe is too busy to enjoy it.
It's those strange markings again. Okay, I'm looking at it. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. I must have triggered a secret mechanism. This place gives me the creeps. I'm getting out of here.
An old fortress known as the ancient city can be seen in the distance.
I don't trust that guy's smile.
This jolly-looking character is known as the Titan of the Mist.
Hold on there, little guy. Nobody gets past the mighty Titan.
You really look more like an ice cube to me.
Then try this in your drink.
Let's see you try that again.
It would be my pleasure.
That was just a lucky shot.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more.
I don't feel like talking to anyone or anything right now. That's not even going to faze him. I'll need some heavier artillery than this. That's not even going to faze him. I'm not very thirsty now. I don't think that's a good idea.
It's a vase filled to the brim with water.
Bummer, no wonder Iris told me to be careful with this bloody stuff. Those don't scare me. It looks like the door is bolted. I hate it when the door's locked. I should use a more persuasive method. That's not exactly what I had in mind.
Judging from the way everything is all broken up, I'll bet someone here put up a good fight.
Yep, it's a bottle all right.
And it's blue, too.
I can't use the bottle. I feel like a klepto taking all these things. On a clear day like this, you can see forever. Money in the hay, this is my lucky day. I can see 6 gold pieces. You can never have enough money. It looks empty. It looks empty.
I don't see anything in there.
Hey there, little monster. I'm not afraid of you. All I can see is a bunch of hay. The door's wide open now. Those doors look solid. These doors aren't budging one bit. That is not on my list of things to... Those don't scare me. There's not much I can do with the statue. That's not exactly what...
Each stone in this fortress was hand-cut and placed with pixel-perfect precision. A one-legged beggar is sitting down and enjoying some good weather.
Poor old guy. He looks stone drunk as well. That's a flaky-looking gargoyle if I've ever seen one. Just look at that expression on his face. I don't even want to know what he's thinking. Eat turds and die, you lousy bird. A fine day to you, sir.
Fine day, my blistering bottom. How'd you like a kick in yours, you little whippersnapper?
Why, thank you. Yes, I would.
If I had a leg to kick you with, I'd send you straight to Timbuktu.
Buzz off, you old fart. A fine day to you, sir.
Fine day, my blistering bottom. How'd you like a...
Whose boat is that back there?
That's me boat sitting at the docks. At least it was before I was forced into retirement. Now all I've got's a bunch of old sailors' stories and some stupid gargoyles are picking and a feeding at what's left of me.
I'd like to hear one of your stories.
You would you? Well, what's in it for me if I do?
I'll have to think about that one.
A one-legged beggar.
A fine day to you, sir.
Fine day, my blistering bottom.
Whose boat is...
That's me now.
Gee, sounds awful. How can I help?
You could get me back my leg from those bloody man-eaters. Now get out of here before I plug you.
A fine day to you.
Fine.
Whose boat...
That's now.
Why are you just sitting here?
In case you haven't noticed, there isn't one old sailor's home in this blasted town. Now get out of here. You stink like lilacs and it's turning me stomach.